Hi, I'm Charles Alexander, and I'm going to read a few poems today. This is a virtual reading in place of an actual reading that was to have taken place on March 26th at Woodland Pattern Book Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I was to read with Eli Goldblatt. And instead, both Eli and I are making videos of reading, which will be on the internet in the Chax Press YouTube channel and probably elsewhere as well. So the first poem I'm going to read is from my latest book, which is a year and a half or so old now, and it's called At the Edge of the Sea, Pushing Water 2. And this is from Pushing Water 63, or as it says in the book, an interlude that swims in lieu of Pushing Water 63, and is one of the only prose sections of the book. This is Some Sentences, Search for Some Periods, Part 3. There it is on the dresser, a photograph of a man in a uniform, close-cut hair, prominent nose, a look on the face with just a little bit of possible mischief in the eyes. 1, 2, march in step. 3, 4, great big heart. 5, 6, don't get sick. 7, 8, attack the gate. 9, 10, angel sent. They don't come back, wherever they go. Red heart of tin leaning against a lantern of tin, against a wall of blue, above a fireplace, surrounded by tile, in a room of light that has been the room of a child, and the room of the parents, and the room of guests, and the room of a reading, watching, waiting for that period. What's a period, though? By any other name? The next name is a dot. A dot in this era is made of many dots. We are a matrix of dots in an age of digits. I heard a phrase in a video clip, the pathos of the age. Is there a pathos in a digital age? Can numbers be pathos or paths? Ring a round of roses told, mount the blows and count the bodies? Or does it just happen, and we keep on accumulating the dots, the periods, the rooms of living and not living? Ring out the old, ring in the new, his lordship said. In memoriam patri mea culpa domine. By being born, we are all innocent. Or perhaps by being born we are all at fault. 'Tis not a matter of religion, but of blood. Red on the water, red on the wood, red in tooth and claw, red in the painting of time and memory, red in the drips and strokes, red in the well, red in the book of years, writ in the book of wonders. By any other name the rose is red. By this end game the rose is black. The voice is represented by two others to have been quick and unequal. No words, no sounds resembling words, were by any witness mentioned as distinguishable. Here lies the sound of a word. Under grounds we determine, yet the sound may be another sound, the word may be another word, the sense may be another sense, and what we mean may be indistinguishable from what they mean. What we mean may indeed be distinguishable from who we are, and we spin a tale of words. Then said he thus, O Pallas, whilom day, that now art night. Day or night we wander, day for night we ponder, pander, consider. Making a film is like a stagecoach ride in the Old West. By the end, you just hope to survive. American night, American day. I hope we get through it, whether in the film or in the painting or in the black milk or in the black poem or in the street of bodies. These are the times that try our souls, But soul is just a period, a moment of dots coalescing before the deluge. But what about after the sentence finds or doesn't find a period? What about after the after? What about after the affair of the heart, the affair of the tin heart, the affair of the fear of the tear, pronounced both ways, as water flowing or dripping from tear ducts around the eyes, or as rip, coherence ripped in too many pieces to count, too many dots to put Humpty together again. Then is a word to locate us in time. Then we begin. Then we begin again. We don't speak, not at first, much less write. The grammatology has not yet been done, much less undone. We have a light, and we invent a sponsor for that light, a sponsor for the going around from left to right and top to bottom each day, for growing awake and growing weary and growing wonky and honking in traffic, cranking the window open and letting just a little of the light into the center of the room, cracking the window open and letting just a little of the air into the middle of the breath. Now then, do you deny that your name is tender? Do you deny that your bones are brittle? Do you deny that your love is tendered to another? Do you deny that you are who you say that you are? Do you? But this puts one on the defensive. It is not a matter of denial, but of affirmation. I am, said the man in the robe. But what am I? The one my little dog knows, or the one who speaks when I speaks, or just the one among many, a dot among the other dots? The dots are like rain, and the rain has not stopped, despite what I may have said at an earlier moment. When some words stop being said, others are invented, uttered, utterly told. Every picture tells several stories, and in such stories we remember, which means to put the dots together or put them in a line, a dotted line from place or time to place or time. And everyone knows the dots are fragile, unwinding, deconstructing in and out of the light. But the dots are still there. They blow and howl and roar and roll through the central square and over the hill and achieve ripeness when ripeness is all and lose it when the rest is silence. We know there is no rest. We do not yet know silence. The second poem I want to read was written just a couple weeks ago and is titled Surrounding the Darkened Disk of the Moon. And that comes from a definition I found of a corona, a solar corona, which is seen that way, surrounding the darkened disk of the moon. And the poem was written in response to a request from Luo Liangong in Wuhan, China, who was gathering work in some way responding to the pandemic we are all within the path of. Surrounding the darkened disk of the moon. Every pattern has a chaos, virus. And chaos has a plan, virus. Regular like ticking until a tree, virus, falls through the wall and into our life, virus. The morphology is the chorology of virus known in all its forms, expanded into field, whereupon we understand us as part of the geography, part of the governed, this chaos, that plan, one tree or many, our life, a contagion of propositions. Here the notebook contains 2 blank pages, as if nothing came today, no one in the stands, no one on the bus, a trace only, a scent, a passing of a microbe, perhaps indistinguishable to the eye, ear, nose, or a slap in the heart, getting dark, too dark to see. When ache genders a gap, there is no gap there, no gender. Equal compliance, equal contagion. No poet smoothing the edge, no unstein or uninfection. Curious, this queering occurs in the flower, the lac refolded over a species, a population, a security, and we, us, imagine a conduct counter to the spread, to the management. This is the work from the Blue Notebook. When it comes, will it want a variation on a theme or step in an improvisational pedagogy, moving to an unkempt teaching, an unkempt body politic, an unkept keeping stranger than a nuclear pause, a place to view? If we fence away madness, where do I go inside the image? A language finds its way to desire. Virus. Beside it, next to it, within it, inside it, far from it, no worship of it, around it, over it, under it, off of it, as it goes beside itself. Virus. As it sees it, done with it, done with it, done with it. A truth, a path on the continents, plural words, one after another. Virus. Toward a center, no frame, no time, no words, no virus. Decay, dancing, or just what happens. Once a water on stone, and the stone stood up saying, I am a fable. Virus. And you are the written. Virus. Tell me when, where to open. Virus. Tell you where, when to close. No virus. And the words in rows are the world's eros. And turn and turn and turn and the circle that is interrupted. The last poem I'm reading is titled Scale. It was just written a few days ago. I've been working on a longer piece called Scaffold. And a scale is a kind of scaffold. That is a structure that allows you to build other structures, moving from one to other. So the title is Scale, EGBDF, GBDFA, FACE, ACEG. Is a scale the same scale if the notes are played out of order, say 5, 3, 8, 4, 6, 1, 7, 2? Yes, like a chord is the same chord, even if the pianist plays it not with the prime note of the chord as the bass or low note. What is a scale anyway? To scale a mountain means the same as to take the scales off of a fish or to place a weight on the scale. And a scale may be a scaffold, a way to get from here to there. If you want to go, I want to go. The scales of the marvelous.